Glenn's reply is, I need AT every day, or I could be stuck in a room with the door shut and I won't get out. So it'll be important when I get my new flat. At college, Glenn used it to open the door to his room, get out, and then it would close behind him and lock automatically. Sometimes in break times he used to go back to his room, listen to music and be alone time. Also, he needed to connect to the computers to do all his coursework, etc. Yes, Glenn says that it never charged properly. He would have to rely on the carers to then operate the technology, i.e. his room door, and the screen sometimes went because of the bumps and knocks in the corridor, and then he would fully rely on all the staff to obviously unlock his doors, use the computers for him, turn his telly on, and that kind of thing. Well, Glenn's support at the college was very, very good, and they fixed it promptly. As soon as something did go wrong with it, they tried as quick as possible to fix it. Well, awful. It's broken down since he's come back again. And since he's come back, obviously ringing to get it repaired is hugely expensive, and the time scale is a lot longer. Because the company are so far away to come and collect it and fix it, and also they aren't so readily keen to because they're unaware of the problem. They need to take it away, keep it for ages, then they'll ring to give us a quote to see if we agree with the price, and it's just a long chain of lengthy time scale, really. Yeah, we have no funding at all, so it is up to us to get the money and to fix it ourselves. There is a warranty on it, but it's expired, which we were unaware of, and the warranty is about £500 a year. So they also said that it's out of its time, outlived its growth, and needs updating anyway. We have approached our social worker, and to try and get as much help as we can to see if we could have any help whatsoever. And Glenn's case obviously is because it's a huge part of his day-to-day. It is as important as his chair for Glenn. Well, Glenn has replied on his laptop that it's very important. People think disabled people have carers 24/7, which some of them do, but someone like me don't particularly want carers around all the time, and when something like Pathfinder or communication aid breaks down, independence virtually stops when my equipment is faulty, and the time it takes to repair, I've usually missed out on a lot and fall behind in quite a bit of work and socialising. Glenn thinks that any lecturer, any kind of carer, an enabler, If he was at work, his boss and employees would need to know a lot about it. Friends and family, but they often do know the most, friends and family. All the staff that are going to be at his new accommodation are going to need to know as much as possible. And that's sort of anyone really that he comes in contact with day-to-day basis. Just how vital his Pathfinder actually has between us and our social worker, we've sort of come to realise, because at home Glenn and I communicate easily because we know exactly what each other's thinking all the time. But when Glenn is starting to think about doing other courses at home in his local city of Norwich, all of these interviews, he's due to go out for the day to have a look at some course, places to do some courses. Each one obviously needs him to communicate, and it's going to be impossible to do any of that without the communication aid of any kind. So that has become a huge delay in everything that he's about to do. So fingers crossed we can obtain a new communication aid, because it is a real important thing for Glenn to have as much as his chair.